Good morning. Build day 21, I assume, for the Haunted Tents experience. We are making lots of progress. Sorry for the lack of content yesterday. It was more me running my mouth. I was out of it yesterday. I'm still out of it today. And set dresser's been busy out here. She's still busy out here doing some costuming. She went in to grab her weapons to get back to it. But she's been working over here in the gypsy display. She's working on costuming today, getting a lot of the figures done. She's working over in the pirate at the moment.
He's just dressing these poor fellas before they catch a cold.
Yeah. But she's getting there. They're getting her dungarees on and what have you. We got bits and pieces of costuming all over the place. While she's figuring that out, last night, don't know what time last night, but last night, middle of the night, we had a little bit of excitement on the block. Found out this morning, Kaylee and I went out to move the truck, and a bunch of the neighbors were standing out in the street talking. Went down to see, usually that means something's happened, so I went down to find out what was going on, and a bunch of cars on the street got broken into last night. Basically prowled. People, they went through things in the truck and stuff, but nothing was stolen. Thank God. So we're gonna have the police out here, investigating later today, which ought to be an interesting break. Now, as for the haunt, like I said, Swan's doing costuming right now. For me, last night I left you with doing hodgepodge stuff. That was about all I was, or mishkabibble. Hodgepodge or mishkabibble stuff. And that was about all I had energy for. Well, today, we got clown stuff out. We're going to start with the clown area, and I got to get the hammering clown put together. I got to break open the Jack in the Box display so Sue-Ann can get in there and get the costuming on that guy. And fun. But nice thing is the clown display shouldn't take too long. I do have 3 or 4 skeletons that I need to put out here that will decorate up as clowns too. They'll go into corners and what have you. But we're going to go ahead and get started on this. Oh, a breakfast of the day, and it's more of a lunch of a day, although it is still morning. And this one might be right up Kasparet's, Hugh Kasparet's liking. I'm thinking a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. No, really simple. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich with Lay's pickle potato chips. And Kasparet loves pickles. She has a pickle fetish. So anything that's pickled, she likes pickles. So pickle chips in honor of Kasparet. Okay, so we got breakfast of the day done. We did the grading. I think I got the day right. It's day 21. So I think we're good to go. Let's get to work and see how far we get today as Kaylee wags us through the opening. Okay, not bad. Clown on my end is done. Swan still needs to get in and costume up some of the skellies. We got 4 skellies that need clown costumes. But other than that, all the big stuff's been put together. And there's our first skelly that needs a clown costume. And then we got this guy here. Now this hallway, sorry, trying to fix this guy's hand. Hell with it. This hallway is a little tight. I went ahead and put him there and that guy there, so they get brushed by it. It makes it kind of feel like they're being grabbed. And then I'm hoping she'll clownify that up with a nose or something. But that was a perfect spot for that skull. And then we just got done getting the Jack in the Box together. It was the last one. Come on in, Morgan. See, they're bringing out costuming already. And for the skeletons. Where did you want it, Morgan? In here?
Yeah.
Okay, here. We'll open up the gate. There you go.
Thank you.
She's been helping Mama do costuming, and they made a homemade banana cake. We had some ripe bananas. Oh, and here comes the set dresser with all the other paraphernalia. And just by the look on her face, get that damn camera off me. She hates being on camera. But anyway, another sheet ghost, another Skelly needs a costume. And then we got this guy set up. And he's ready for power and what have you. Now this is one I bought at the end of the season last year. It's kind of cheesy. I actually know we had him in the hunt. I didn't even have him working though. But he ran off a battery power, and I went and rigged him up to run off my power box. But when he's activated, he kicks his feet and has a saying. I figured it'd be a perfect spot to do, you know, like he's being waiting to be dunked in the bucket with a head there or something. And then we got another sheet ghost and that guy. And again, his hands are sticking out, so they will hit people. I'm expecting those props to be touched, to be wiggled, to be moved, you know, to creep people out. Because it's surprising how many people are afraid of clowns. But anyway, with that done, now I'm going to be pulling out all the Mishkabibble stuff, and we're going to just start going display by display by display, getting things set up for the rest of the day. Okay, it's roughly about a half hour before dinner. And I'm all caught up. Finally, I got everything on my bucket list done today. Morgan and Sue, our set dresser, and my lovely bride, have been busy out here as well as I have. So I'm going to go from display to display that we've worked in today and give you a little shot of what displays currently look like. Right now we're over in the witches country, and like the bookshelf over there, it's changed. She's added, you know, some skulls in her bottles and what have you. She's also gotten the mantle on the fireplace done. And the skulls on the plaque light up. A lot of the skulls on the bookshelf also light up. And then down here, she's been working on her witch's chest with all the spice ingredients and stuff in it. The big skull, I need to add a puck light to. But I'll do that when I'm wiring. That only takes a couple of seconds. The other two smaller skulls in there light up. For me and them, we both worked on the clown hallway. She came in after I got skeletons and stuff in and got costumes. And I went and added that skull there, but Sue Ann didn't do anything clownish to it. Years past, she's put a foam nose on it, and we've actually had it ripped off. So, don't know about that one. And then we came in here, and she's decorated the skeletons. I put in here, we got the Jack-in-the-Box clown into place, and final assembly's been done. And I played on my character's name again and added that to this prop. Anton Thrall's Traveling Menagerie. And Anton Thrall, the owner, is me. That's one of my characters. My other one is Wolfie. And then we got another sheet ghost, another skeleton. And we get over here, and I think I showed you this already. The hammer and clown. And then I hung that guy there, and she put another bow on the other sheet ghost. So we've got that done. Now that bag has a bunch of little items that we float inside the pond. Over here we got the courtyard area done. Hung some different things up in it. The heads, I got the light box installed finally. Got all my little carriage lights up and into place, and hung that guy there. And we just got done doing the candelabras. Screening material will be going in sometime this next week, more than likely. Then over here in Gypsy, we rearranged the heads. I had this one in the display. I moved it over there for good reason. because I hung that candelabra up. But she's been in here working as well. I got my skull lamp over there. I need to get the light bulbs and stuff in. And then I made it over into the cemetery, and so did she. Or she, I mean Sue. And we got Bowser out here. So I didn't name him Bowser. And we got the hands in there. Swam put the flamingo skeletons in, and a mask up in a tree. And I just noticed she didn't clip the zip ties. And I don't have my cutter with me. And we got the skull mounted. And then over here I got the candelabra into place. Haven't done anything in the photo hallway. I think there's 2 skeletons in there that need costuming or something. I don't know what Sue-Ann's going to do with that. I don't think she knows what she's going to do with that. The other display we kind of worked on was the pirate and the exit hallway. And she's got various things set up in here. I ended up only hanging one of my lanterns. The other one is over on the bar over there behind that skelly. But we got that done. And then over here, I found my little grave popper and I put him in. And we hung a ghost at the exit. Now, with that being done, the only other display, I have one last display. We haven't done anything in, we've just been dumping the stuff in there. And that's the water rooms. This one and the one on the other side of the wall. And stuff is just kind of just tossed in, nothing's in its place or anything. I really can't put anything permanently into place until we get the liners in, and we're about a week away or so from doing that. About 2 weeks out before we open to a week out before we open. I'll come in here and get the liners in. But we need to get things kind of situated, into their positionings and stuff so we can make adjustments. The barrels, some of them actually sit in the pond, so I need to make a stand or a base for them to raise them up above the water. They're wax-coated barrels, but they're still just cardboard barrels. So I need to make a stand for them. I gotta do that, figure out which barrel's going where. These guys, I've got to figure out whether they're staying over here or going over the water wall. I've got to get at least some of these plastic tubs up into place. I can do the upper ones, I just can't do the lower ones. But I need to get their lights in before I can put them in. Just little things like that. So, since we're caught up on everything else, I am going to switch over and we're going to start working in here, getting stuff put together, stuff into its final positions. So everything's set and ready to go. Then when it comes time to do the liners, I'll have to yank everything out pond by pond, take the fences down, put the liners in, and then put everything back. And the nice thing is when I'm done getting everything placed, I'll vlog it. So once I do my liners, if I forget where I had things, I just look at the vlog. Okay, I had that guy there, or I had this guy over here, or, that sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that. We'll work on that a little bit after dinner too, and try to get all the, at least get one of these rooms set up. Okay guys, here's your after dinner segment. After I got back out here into the video pumping station room, we decided to test lighting in the video pumping station itself. Last year we used green and it was a little too bright, and I think it interfered a bit with the UV lighting in the room. And with the room being smaller now, I wanted to change the color up. The green was a little too piercing. So I tried using some of my UV spots and they were just way too dim. Didn't like it at all. So I had the wife out here and we were talking about different colors. Finally settled on blue. And then I got the idea of using flickering blue floods in the tubs. And this is what we came up with. And it's probably not showing up all that good. You know, the coloring probably doesn't look exactly right. It is blue, and on the view screen it looks more like a whitish blue. But anyway, I switched out the UV lights, put the flickering blue lights in, tested it, it worked. Okay, great, I'll install Morgan's fountain. Went to put it in and it didn't fit. I forgot that this tub has to be slid all the way over as far as I can get it to get that in there. So I ended up having to take the whole thing apart, you know, that whole section apart, move it over to get the fountain. I just finished. It is now 9:15. No, actually it's past that. It was 9:15 when I stopped. But I'm going to pick up and call it quits out here for the day. So stay tuned for your end of the day wrap up. End of the day, end of the day, end of the day wrap up. Decent progress made today, I think. We got that clown display done. And that was actually a fairly quick display to do. I don't know why I was dreading doing it. I think it had to do with I had to mess with the mechs getting their costuming and stuff on. I hate doing that. I'd rather let the wife do it, but she put her foot down and said, no, I'm not dressing those mechs. She did come out and help with the Jack in the Box, so I let her do the head, the mask, and the hat that the Jack in the Box wears. She is the one that designed the hat. She knows how the hat goes on. The outfit and stuff, that was easy to do. Well, from there, I got the courtyard area and a lot of mishkabibble stuff scattered throughout the haunt. Done. That left one last display to do, and that's both the water rooms, or blacklight rooms. And we got to start on that one. I didn't get quite as far as I had planned. I spent most of the evening, in fact I spent all the evening working on the video pumping station, debugging and testing lights and what have you. I was hoping to get a little bit further on it. But other than that, we did pretty good. As for tomorrow, we're going to be back in that water room. Hoping to get that knocked out tomorrow. Got to get props put together, platforms made for some of the barrels. The only prop I won't be able to put together is the water wall. That can't get, I'm definitely not screwing with that until after the liner's in. It's a pain in the ass to set up as it is, and I don't want to have to set it up, to tear it down, to put the liners in, to turn around, right back around, and set it back up again. So I think it's going to stay just the way it is, but all the other little props and pieces and stuff, you know, even put together, they're easy enough to move and get out of the way so I can get the liners in, which I'm about a week out at. Once the blacklight rooms are done, we'll be moving on to stage 3 of the build. Yeah, I do the haunt in stages. Stage 1 is getting the tents up and the maze built. What we've been working on is stage 2, and that's getting all the props moved in and set up. That blacklight room, when that blacklight room is done, stage 2 is done, and then we move on to stage 3, which can be a quickie. We gotta move all the speakers, video projector boxes, screens, you know, for the videos, like, you know, here. You know, get them moved out, set up. There's miscellaneous light bulbs, some electrical fixtures that isn't low voltage. Gotta get the power pole installed, gotta get the light, the power box out for all the low voltage stuff, get that set up and running. You know, things like that. That's stage 3. Stage 4 is doing all the lighting, the control boxes for each of the props, you know, making sure each prop is firing the way it should be, airlines, you know, bringing the hunt actually alive. And that could take anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, depending on weather and how many problems I run into. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no problems. But that's kind of where we're at, right? You know, going to be at here in a couple of days, is working with that stuff. Right now, it's getting the blacklight rooms done and getting stage 3 going and done. So, with that, I'm going to log off. It is almost 9:30 now. I'm going to go in and get this edited and relax a little bit. So, stay spooky, stay toxic.